When you first open After Effects, you'll get a load screen that shows your recently opened projects. We will select New Project. Here is the After Effects user interface. You'll see you can create a new composition or create a composition from footage. The composition is where you put all of your elements for animation. You'll see the other tabs such as Project, Effects Control, Composition tab, Layer tab, and Footage tab. I don't really use the Footage tab much. If you click on Window, you'll see some of the tabs are already checked on and open. For this project, you'll want to have Composition, Project, Tools, and Timeline checked on. You can click on the tabs by their name and drag them to different locations. You can also rearrange the workspace to your liking. Click the little three lines, also known as the hamburger, on the right of each tab to close them. Here you can see the different placements for each tab, depending on how you like to organize your space. I like having my project and my effects controls in the same area. Here I will create a new composition and a composition settings window pops up. I want an HD video, so I'll choose 1920 by 1080. The frame rate is determined by your footage. For example, an iPhone video is 29.97 frames per second. Let's choose 24 frames per second for our animation though. The duration starts with tenths of a second, seconds, minutes, and hours. We will make ours 10 seconds long. Lastly, you can choose the background color. Pick whatever color you like. Name your composition with your last name and motion graphics. This will be the name of your video later. Hit OK and you'll see that the name of your composition is reflected in the timeline. The duration of your timeline is 10 seconds and we can move the playhead back and forth. This large gray bar is the work area. Sometimes you'll just want to export a chunk of your animation so you can resize it, but keep it at 10 for now. You can zoom in with the top little gray bar or the little slider at the bottom. Up here is the composition area. It's where all of your project elements like shapes, texts, and videos go. For example, I'll bring in a ping sequence. It's an animation that I already made that's 47 frames long. And you can see that in the composition, these come in as individual layers. I'll delete mine for now because I'm just going to make a shape animation. Go up to the layer menu and click New. You'll see there's lots of different layers. I will add a shape layer here and it goes automatically into my timeline at the bottom. Now I'll go to the Shapes tool and select Ellipse. Along the top controls, you can see that the stroke size and the color can be changed and selected up here. I'll select a fill color with no stroke for now, and I'll make it hot pink. You can click and drag out to draw a shape, and you can hold Shift while doing it to constrain the proportions. You can navigate around your composition by scrolling your mouse in and out, and by using the Pan tool. You can hold down the spacebar to activate the Pan tool, or just grab it from the toolbar at the top. Looking at your shape layer, now you see that there are contents added, and you can add lots of different shapes to the same shape layer. Each layer has its own individual properties. You can control them and open or close them by clicking the little arrow to the left of the layer name. Here you can see the transform controls for this particular shape, and in the next video we'll learn how to manipulate these to make an animation.